Froozone here. We are at the Tim Burton Labyrinth in Brussels and I'm so happy to be here. I can't wait to show you around. This is just a beautiful entrance and I am wearing my Jack Skellington cosplay. Not with the helmet and the bow tie, but I'm super excited. Let's go.
Welkom in Tim Burton's doolhof. Achter mij vinden zich 4 deuren die elk naar een verschillend pad zullen leiden in zijn doolhof. Mevrouw, je mag hier op de buzzer. Kamer 1, 2, 3 en 4. Welk denkt u dat u zal nemen?
3, ik had ook 3, ja.
Zullen we wachten op de wagen? Nee, zullen we kijken wat erachter staat? 3, 2, 1. Vincent's kamer.
Look at those incredible details. The wallpapers and the theming, the lighting. It's such a cool vibe when you walk in. It's like walking into a drawing or a movie set. And you can see Vincent over there and the little dog. Vincent is life-sized, I presume. It's just the stop-motion figure scaled up a lot. And the little dog. It's so cute. Adorable. And here are some artworks and a few moving frames. So right now we're in Vincent's room and it looks amazing. The theme, everything, and the details are incredible. There was a lot of noise and my microphone didn't really handle it like a champ, so I'm dubbing a lot of the stuff here. But here I'm talking about how Vincent is actually smaller stop motion doll and here it is life-sized. But the paint job is amazing and it looks fairly accurate, I think. It's really a treat, and the dog as well. It's so cool to see. My first impression is it's incredibly immersive. Besides the original art of Tim Burton, they animated a few of his drawings and it looked so cool. I want to see more or an entire short film about it. And this is why it's called a labyrinth. There are 2 doors to choose from and we can only choose 1 for now. Right now I'm going to choose 2 and behind it is the Joker room. And a lot of people, so let's skip this one because I think I bumped against somebody at the door. Here's somebody telling me I shouldn't bump into them or something. And here I'm going to choose the door 1. I mean, let's go to door 1. Oh, the Batcave. Nice. And this one is Batman themed as well. We have the Penguin, Joker and some beautiful concept art of the Batman movies directed by Tim Burton. Let me give you a sneak peek of the art. And on this side it's mainly the Joker. This one is made with crayon on black paper. That's really interesting, never thought about that. And the animated frames are a little bit bright, but they look beautiful in real life. On camera, questionable. But in real life, trust me, it looks stunning. The walls, weirdly enough, look a lot of the wall I made at home. Like a cave-like vibe, and I think it looks beautiful with the light. And here we have the Joker outfit. I almost took it with me at home. It's just stunning. I want it. On the other side, more concept art focused on Gotham and the Penguin. I still can't believe how much they nailed the look in the film. The vibe just works. And Catwoman in the leather outfit and the stitches kinda reminds me of Sally. And the man himself, the Penguin. I love his head, by the way. It really adds a lot. It feels surreal being this close to the Penguin. He feels so incredibly intimidating. And let's go to the next room. A little bit more darker, with some bright lights and shiny surfaces. Here we have some art. And on the other side you can see me in the reflection, hello. And next to me you can see more art of cats, probably for Alice in Wonderland. The cat is floating around here somewhere. You can see it right over there and it disappeared. And it's back. We're all mad here. Such a cool effect, look at it. Oh nice, and the wallpaper I needed at home. These are my favorite kind of drawing. Like all those details. Love it. And let me take you to the next room, room number 2. And I pull the door open and we have... look, Alice, the guard. It looks so intimidating. We have a clear red theme in here. And let's go to the next room, room number 2. Can you guess which one it is? It is the corpse bride. My honest reaction is once again, wow, this is cool. Here we have Emily from the corpse bride. It hurts me to say, but the face is just a little bit off. It isn't that accurate, but the rest certainly is. The details of the dress are so cool. And it feels surreal to stand in front of her. And the fake wind just makes it that much more dynamic. And here we have my boy Victor simping for Emily. Next up we have Oyster Boy, a more rare creation of Tim Burton. This room is dedicated to more rare characters of Tim Burton, such as Stain Boy, Oyster Boy, and so on. They're all genius. And let's go to the next room, which is Edward Scissorhands. Let's appreciate this beautiful costume alongside this black paneled wall. Nice. We can of course find some concept art of the movie on the walls next beside it. And the girl looks interesting. And let me take you through door number 1. It will take us to Beetlejuice. The walls have the classic Beetlejuice pattern and the floors have this weird bug infestation. The camera picks it up pretty weird, but in real life it's way better, trust me. And here we have the man himself, Beetlejuice. Not a big fan of this doll. The costume looks cool and he really fits in there, but if you look closely, it's kind of like a knockoff or something, I don't know. But let's appreciate the cool art in the room and the atmosphere. My favorite part about Beetlejuice are the creatures, the concepts and the character design. And we can find the original concept art right here on the walls. And that's pretty cool. Up to the next door, let me take you through door number 3, a smaller room. Mind blowing. Just mind blowing. And that's why I dubbed this video. And again, the projection in real life looks a lot better than on video. It's so dark and gloomy. The vibe is just right for this disturbing movie in real life. Frankenweenie and his owner. Seeing these in real life really makes you realize how much out of proportion all these creatures are and how genius it is. Let's get out of the rain and go through door number 4. And it's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I think this gives the most impressive and most recognizable vibe of the entire labyrinth so far. I wish they did a little chocolate river or fake grass everywhere, but look, we have an Oompa Loompa, and that's pretty cool. They are smaller than I expected, maybe that's why Wonka stole them. And left to me we have the Radio Oompa Loompa. And it's so much fun to walk around these things. It feels almost childlike or fantasy world. I don't know how to describe it, but it gives me a weird and nice feeling. Here we have the Actually Oompa Loompa. Perhaps my favorite. Oh, and the mirrors and light really add a lot. It felt a lot bigger than it is. And again, some concept art. The tubes you see on top of it are alarms because all these drawings are originals and pretty valuable. When they said labyrinth, they were not kidding. So we have a few doors in every room and we have to choose just one, and that brings you to the other. So you might miss a few things, but I think you can redo the labyrinth as much as you want, or not. I'm not sure.
It's a more expensive ticket.
I think it's an expensive, or we think it's a more expensive ticket. But I would recommend by looking at every room because it's stunning. Let's go to that one. Okay, so in this case it was a trap because all the doors, the 4 doors, all lead to this one room. Here with my kids. There are a few rooms you can literally not miss, and The Nightmare Before Christmas is one of them. Here you will find the trick-or-treaters, Jack Skellington, and unfortunately not Sally. Except this one you see right now, but she doesn't work there. Meanwhile, we're at the Mad Hatter and the beautiful mushrooms. It looks pretty trippy. And here is yet another Johnny Depp statue. And again, the lighting looks fantastic. The Mad Hatter, on the other hand, the costume looks pretty nice. This is the side of it. Probably the best cosplay I've ever seen of him. But the face is kinda creepy and kinda off. Ah, no. Just did our first walkthrough and it was pretty cool. It was smaller than I expected, but there are more rooms to explore, so we're going to do our second walkthrough, I guess. Now the first room brought us to these creatures, all original characters by Tim Burton, but they haven't been used in big films, only smaller films and books, I think. You may have seen them on merchandise and art books. And I really love how they display them in these glass box cases. And I did notice these are all 3D printed, probably resin and hand painted. They are pretty nice. This one has an actual can inside of him. This tiny robot. This mummy. And the lighting looks so spooky as well. Oh, look at this one. Oh. Aren't they wonderful? This one is from a poem, I think, about a guy who has nails inside his eyes. And this almost looks like metal. And this is the room that I missed before, the Joker ha 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 room. Neon paint and black lights are such a wonderful combination. I need this inside of my house. And this is not the Joker, but just some random clown from concept art. This is something I haven't seen before, or at least not that I can remember. Some terrifying clowns, pretty colorful and creepy, almost childlike. But still, the skill set is just unmatching. And on the other side are a few drawings as well. I love this one. This is probably my favorite one in the room. And little poem. And the clown with 3 eyes. And back at Alice, look how trippy the reflections and the cat are. It's gone again. And let's go to the next door. And we're back here in the red room. As I said before, there are a few rooms you literally cannot miss. And let's push, pull to get into the next room, a smaller one. And what is this? Okay, balloons that are talking. That's quite unique. I don't know them, but I love them. It's like a smaller room, but more focused on the art, which I really appreciate. Something I didn't expect. Mars Attack. Blast from the past. Love the color combo of the room as well. That's something I have to give them. They really nailed all the room designs. They don't have a lot of space but used it very well. Every room feels like another world. And as an artist, I really like to see his art as well. Oh, okay. There is a lot of visual and audio stimuli, so really take your time and consume it all at your own pace. This was basically the last room of the labyrinth. I know the video is 15 minutes, but you can easily spend 1 hour inside. And I did not show you everything. I was obviously not alone inside and I want to focus on experiencing the labyrinth for myself instead of documenting it. I try to combine it, but it's just different to experience it instead of watching a video about this all. If you are a fan of Tim Burton and his work, if you are an artist, I think you will highly enjoy it. If you're not a fan, you won't get a lot of value out of this experience. So it's really up to you. I went to the Tim Burton Expo 5 years ago. It was one of my favorite things I've done ever. And it was more of a museum type thing. This was more of an experience. You can compare the two, but it's really hard to compare them. This feels like walking through movie sets, walking through the finished product. The expedition from 5 years ago was more walking through his personal life and the creation of everything. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Since you made it this far, I want to shout out my art account, Frooz. Because if you like the art of Tim Burton, I'm pretty sure you will like my art as well. So I invite you down the rabbit hole and thank you so much for watching. And while you're at it, check out this account as well. It's full of cosplay and geeky stuff. Just take a look. And anyways, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.